Marcella's Pizza charges a base price of $16 for a large pizza, plus $1.50 for each additional topping. Find a function f that models the price of a pizza with n toppings. Find the inverse of the function f. What does f inverse represent? If a pizza costs $25, how many toppings does it have? For part A, since the variable rate or the rate per topping is constant, we're looking for a linear equation with the initial value of $16. Specifically, we're looking for y equals mx plus b, where b is the initial value or the initial cost, in this case 16. With no topping at all, with zero topping, the cost of the pizza is $16. And then m is the rate per topping, that is the additional charge per topping, and so m equals 1.5. The equation that we're looking for in terms of f, we are asked to use f. Instead of x, we use n, and instead of y, we use f, specifically f of x. And so the function we're looking for is f of x equals 1.5 n, the number of topping, plus 16. For part B, we need to find the inverse of this function. So to find the inverse, the first step is to let f of x equals to y equals 1.5 n plus 16. Then we isolate n. 1.5 n equals y minus 16. So n equals y minus 16 over 1.5. This is the inverse function. In a word problem, we are not going to interchange x and y and x because each of these variables represents something. Specifically, y represents the cost in the dollars amount, and n represent the number of topping. And so we will not be able to switch the two variables. We will have to keep the same variable in this case. But if anything, this is the inverse function. What does it represent? This number n represents, again, the number of toppings given the cost y. If we know the cost, then we can plug it in to find the number of toppings. As opposed to the previous function is the cost function, meaning if we know the number of toppings, then we would compute it to find the cost. For the inverse, given the cost, we would compute the number of toppings. And so if a pizza costs $25 and we're looking for the number of toppings, then we would use this inverse, n equals 25 minus 16 over 1.5. And this will give us 6 toppings. If a pizza costs $25, then there are 6 toppings.